I was 23 when I started working the night shift for a provincial bus company. Every Friday, I drove the last route from Manila to Bicol. The trip usually took 8 hours. Most passengers slept. The roads were quiet. And until that night, nothing unusual had ever happened. Around midnight, we stopped at a roadside terminal. A woman boarded the bus. She wore a grey dress. Her face was hidden beneath long black hair. She bought a ticket and quietly sat in seat 13. The trip continued. After an hour, I checked the passenger camera monitor. Everyone was asleep, except seat 13. The woman sat perfectly still, not moving, not blinking, just staring forward. I shrugged it off. By 2 in the morning, a heavy fog covered the highway. Visibility dropped to almost nothing. The passengers remained asleep. Then the bus radio crackled. Static filled the speakers. A voice emerged from the noise. "Do not stop." The message lasted only a second. The radio immediately returned to normal. Nobody spoke. A cold feeling settled inside the vehicle. Then Carlo noticed something strange. The woman was gone. Seat 13 was empty. I checked the aisle, the restroom, the rear seats. Nothing. Nobody had seen her move. Nobody had seen her leave. Yet the ticket remained clipped to seat 13. At 3 in the morning, we arrived at a gas station. An elderly attendant approached the bus. Before I could speak, he pointed toward seat 13. His face suddenly turned pale. "You let her ride again?" I laughed nervously. "What do you mean?" The old man explained that 20 years earlier, a bus had crashed on the same highway. A young woman in a grey dress died instantly. According to local stories, she still boarded buses traveling that route, always sitting in seat 13, always disappearing before sunrise. I didn't believe him, not at first, until I reviewed the security footage. The woman had clearly boarded the bus. The camera recorded her sitting down. Everything appeared normal. Then the footage reached 2:14 a.m. Slowly, the woman turned her head toward the camera. My heart stopped. Her face was completely blank. No eyes, no nose, no mouth. Just smooth, pale skin. Like a mannequin. Like something that was never human. The video froze. Static filled the screen. For 2 long seconds, nothing moved. Then the image returned. Seat 13 was empty. The woman had vanished. There was no sign she had ever been there. I resigned a month later. I never drove another night route, and I never traveled that highway again. But sometimes, when I pass a provincial bus terminal late at night, I see passengers boarding, families, students, workers heading home, and every now and then, I notice an empty seat chassis, waiting, as if someone is about to sit down, someone who doesn't need a ticket, and never reaches the destination.